read the statement. I'd like to call the meeting to order for the Oxnard City Council Public Works and Transportation Committee for February 9th, 2021. The time is 8:31. This meeting is held pursuant to the State Emergency Services Act, the Governor's Emergency Declaration, and the Governor's Executive Order N-29-20 to allow members of the City Council or staff to participate via teleconference. Pursuant to the Ventura County Public Health Officials Order and Governor's Executive Order N-33-20, all city buildings are temporarily closed to the public. The public is encouraged to view the meeting from home on the city's website at oxnard.org/city-meetings, or Spectrum Channel 10, or Frontier Channel 35, or YouTube at youtube.com/Oxnard News. Video recordings are typically available online immediately following the meeting. Please see the link for the Measure M pre-recorded presentation video for each agenda item below. The public may provide comments to the City Council via email at cityclerk@oxnard.org no later than 12 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Please identify the committee name, the meeting date, and the agenda item on the email subject line. A telephone option for public comments is also available at this time due to the State of California's stay-at-home order. Requests to speak must be submitted no later than 12 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Use the form on the city's website to submit your request at oxnard.org/city-meetings, or call the city clerk's office at 805-385-7803, or email your request to cityclerk@oxnard.org. And I'd like to also include this. The city has filed pre-election and post-election lawsuits regarding the validity of Measure M. The judge has not yet ruled on the legal sufficiency of Measure M. We take the roll call and a posting of the agenda. And when it comes to the flag salute, Mr. Miller has agreed to lead the flag salute. May we take the roll call, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Chair Perillo, the agenda for this meeting was posted in the City Hall Bulletin Board on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2021. For attendance, Councilmember Lopez. Councilmember Lopez?
Here. Sorry about that. Here.
Thank you. Councilmember Perillo?
Here.
Mayor Zaragoza?
Here.
Thank you.
Can we please stand for the flag salute? Take a moment of silence. We've recently lost a former member of the council's family, passed recently, and keep everybody in mind. And for Christ's sakes, people, be safe.
Place your right hand over your heart and begin. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of
of the United States
of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
and one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And I know that the city clerk has given me the information, and I appreciate that, and I have misplaced it. Do we have any public comments for items not on the agenda, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Chair, we have one.
Can
What,
we make
not for, I'm sorry, not for items not on the agenda, but we do have one public comment for item number 3.
number 3? Okay, thank you. Thank you. The consent agenda, we have nothing on a consent agenda. We have reports. D, the first report that we're going to have is the Public Works Department. The subject, an agreement for storm vault scheduled maintenance and on-call services rebid Public Works 20-65R for special districts. The recommendation that the city, the recommendation is that the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend to the City Council. Number 1, approve and authorize the mayor to execute agreement A-8282 with Downstream Services Incorporated for an amount not to exceed $1.5 million for a 3-year term ending March 1, 2024 for storm vault scheduled maintenance and on-call services for community facilities districts, commonly referred to as CFDs, including Westport CFD number 2, Seabridge CFD number 4, and River Park CFD number 5. Number 2, authorize the city manager to approve a budget appropriation of $85,000 for Westport CFD 2, Fund 175 from available fund balance. And number 3, authorize the city manager to approve a budget appropriation of $185,000 from Seabridge CFD number 4, Fund 173 from available fund balance. And ladies and gentlemen, this presentation was available previous to the meeting. This is another thing the voters approved, and it has made it extremely difficult to have a very smooth meeting where it's an understanding. That's my opinion. We have a presentation being made. Whoever is, take it away, please.
To your point, Mr. Chair, there's no presentation.
Video.
Well, that's right. I mean, I beg your pardon.
Yes.
Do
can
we
I
have
just
any questions?
Right. Can I have the staff member for this item identify themselves, and then we can proceed with questions?
Jerry Cooper, Special Districts Project Manager, here to answer any questions with regards to the storm vault maintenance contract in front of you this evening.
And again, it's my mistake. That's right. There is no presentation, and that's state of affairs. I hope will get cleared up. To my fellow council members, mayor and council member, do you have any questions?
Yeah, one question, Mr. Chair. That's a half.
Go ahead, Mayor.
That's a $500,000 per year. Is that correct?
That is $500,000 for River Park CFD 5 for the initial maintenance of the storm vaults. It has been many years. It's actually been since the development was formed that storm vault has had any type of maintenance out in River Park. So yes, that is the initial maintenance, and then there will be in the following year an assessment of the storm filters, and then in year 3 there is potential maintenance required for replacement of any storm vaults that have seen any filters that have seen a high magnitude of runoff, but then they will be assessed, and the contractor will let us know if they need to be replaced at that time.
And that money is won't increase. Is that correct?
Not currently within the contract. So the contract is not to exceed $1.5 million in total for all 3 community facilities districts.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Madam Councilwoman Lopez, do you have a question?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Cooper. I really appreciate it. And I do want to thank not just in your presentation, but the other ones, the including images really helped to kind of, capture the work that is being done. So really appreciate that that being included. I'm not sure if I had captured this as part of the presentation, if this was accurate, but was this work that was done previously by city staff? And just wondering if that's something that would, make sense to bring back in-house and how that might be evaluated. Yeah,
so it was done a single time in Westport CFD 2 by the stormwater team. The CFD 4 Seabridge and CFD 5 River Park have never had any type of maintenance. At this time, the stormwater team does not have the capacity of staffing to really deal with the magnitude of this project. So that's why we chose at this time to go out to bid for it. Additionally, with special districts, because they are a special assessment, in any possible option we have to sequester services to not commingle them with the general fund, we try to do that as well so that there is transparency of all of the work that is being done.
Got it. Thank you so much. And then does this work require any permits? Is that part of the process as well?
Yeah, so there will be a discharge permit, and we've worked closely with the stormwater team. They've provided all of the documentation within our bid specification for the contractor on how they will be allowed to discharge any water that is left within the storm vaults. Additionally, there will be a disposal fee so that the contractor will be responsible for the material that is inside the contact filters, and then those filters will be sent back to contact for recycling.
Great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you very much. I have a couple of questions. Number one, a follow-up on the question the mayor asked. With respect to $500,000 a year, maximum that would be charged, if there is more work found that needs to be done beyond the $500,000, it is not that only $500,000 will be charged. That is all that we are funding at this time. Is that correct?
Well, so we're requesting a $500,000 for the initial maintenance for River Park CFD 5, but there is on-call language within this contract that if there are additional services that need to be done, we can take that from operating budget or come back to City Council to request a budget appropriation for additional funds. We don't anticipate in this initial year, fiscal year 2021, needing any additional funding above and beyond that 500,000. So if there is additional funding required, it would be budgeted in future fiscal years.
Thank you. And in the normal routine maintenance, are we on schedule with routine, or has there been some slight delay in the normal routine maintenance? So we might find something we didn't expect.
So we anticipate that we may have unknowns. We are not on schedule with routine maintenance. This storm filter replacement contract keeps us in compliance with MS4 permitting. And we do know that there are some storm vaults that will need repairs to their heavy metal doors on top for safety purposes. And we did accommodate for that in our anticipated fiscal spend for the remainder of this fiscal year.
And again, thank you very much. I know this is greatly anticipated by the people with respect to the issues of material coming into the harbor and how it's handled and stuff like that. The last question I have